Oh, that was the motherfucking deal. We live. I'm trying to make sure we had a little few technical difficulties. So I'm trying to make sure we good. Might check. So I'm trying to make sure. Okay. Hit that like button, share the stream, man. We live on Facebook. We live on my personal Facebook and my Sheldon Vibes page. We live on YouTube and Twitch. Make sure you go follow me on all of them on Facebook, Sheldon Vibes. This Sheldon VYBEZ, no space in between, and you can find the same on Instagram. I mean, well, Instagram too, but Twitch and YouTube. So let me check out the streams before we get started. Hit that like button. Let's get up in here, man. I'm a whole hour late. I said I was gonna go live at midnight. Shit, it's midnight somewhere. You know. As you fall in, hit that like button. Let me know who you is and where you from. Where you tuning in from. All right, what's going on, man? I hope each and every last one of y'all having a great night/morning. What y'all doing? Y'all at work? Shit, y'all chilling at the crib? What's going on? What y'all got going? All right, so as y'all know, we have lost one of our great freedom fighters, Miss Assata Shakur, who was also the godmother of Tupac. You know, and a lot of people, some people are indifferent with people mourning her loss because of the things that she stood for and her escaping quote unquote justice, as they would call it. You know, I think Asada Shakur did a great thing. She for those that don't know who Asada Shakur is, so Asada Shakur, she was a part of the Black Panther Party, and which she later joined the Black Liberation Army, right? And she witnessed a lot of injustices happen, such as the murder, the assassination of Malcolm X and Martin Luther King, and a lot of others. A lot of people like a lot of I would say a lot of black freedom fighters, and I think what really sparked a lot of the movements was the murder of Fred Hampton, uh, which was a member of the Black Panther Party, and so she was accused of doing a lot of things. I believe bank robbery. She was acquitted of, and I believe one night on March, was it March 1st, March 2nd, like 1970 something, she got pulled over by the police, and there was a shootout, and a police officer lost his life, and one of the members of the Black Panther Party that she was with also lost their life, and I believe another person was wounded and was sent to prison. And Asada Shakur was also wounded. I believe she was shot in the hand, but they tried to say that she was responsible for the death of the police officer, and she was convicted. She was tried and convicted in like 1977, something like that. And so she was sent to prison, and she did like 2 years in prison. And there was some members of the Black Liberation Army that posed as some visitors, and they stuck up. They held one of the guards at hostage, and they stole one of the police vans, and they broke Asada Shakur out of prison. See what I'm saying? And for years, the black community kept this code, like they held, they kept her under wraps, away from the police. They were doing like raids and trying to find this lady all across the East Coast, and nobody would turn this woman in. And eventually, she was able to escape to Cuba. And yeah, the police, FBI rather, they have been trying to they've been trying to do their best to get Assata Shakur back on American turf, so that way she can face quote unquote justice. And yeah, man, she went to Cuba because there's a non-extradition treaty in Cuba, and Cuba was already beefed up with the United States because they had been trying to assassinate Fidel Castro for so many times or whatever. And they also had Cuban terrorists over here that they would not send back to Cuba or whatever. And so it was like, tit for tat with Cuba. They were like, shit, well, we got one of y'all's that y'all would want, and y'all got plenty of ours. We gonna save her. She protected over here, and so they never gave her up. They put bounties on her head, all kind of stuff. And every president, I believe, I can't remember, was it J. Edgar Hoover on down, been trying to get her back to America. They've been doing, shooting little deals every time Cuba and the United States relationship strengthen. They'll propose some type of deal to try to get Assata, and Cuba never bit. They never bit. And so this lady, she lived her life, the rest of her life, her full life, in Cuba. Yeah, so I would like to say she beat the FBI. Yeah. Uh-huh. So she is revered as a hero in today's society, for a lot of us, but a lot of people don't think so. Like the FBI director Cash Patel. So he goes on to Twitter and he makes a post telling people basically not to mourn her. Let me get this post pulled up. All right, so bear with me, hit that like button. All right, so as you see, oh, that's not it. What the hell? Why does this keep popping up like that? I tell you what, I don't know why it's going. When I click it, it turned into Cardi B. Anyway, how about that? Y'all see that right there? It's above me right here. FBI Director Cash Patel says people should not mourn Assata Shakur. And the post reads, damn, I'm trying to. Why is it blurred out like that? Like it's hard to read. It wasn't like this. Where's the one that I had? Hold on. Okay, it's pixelated, but you can read it. It says, this is her birth name, Joanne Chesamard. I'm not sure how to pronounce it. It says she didn't fight for justice, which is a damn lie. She murdered New Jersey State Trooper Werner Forrester in cold blood, then fled to Cuba to escape accountability, which is another lie. She escaped because she was never brought to justice, because they could never prove the fact that she actually was responsible for the death of that police officer. Yeah. Forensics showed that she didn't have any bullet, any fingerprints on the gun or whatever like that, and she was also shot in the hand. So she couldn't have had a gun in her hand at the time of the firing. It proved that she had her hands up at the time of the shooting. So, in my opinion, she was wrongfully convicted. And so They had it out for her anyway because she was a part of the Black Panther Party, Black Liberation Army, and yeah. So of course they was gonna stick this on her. So she did what anybody in the prisoner of war would do. When you are at war, you do what you do. You try to defeat your opponent. And what she did was she escaped and she fled, which I wouldn't say she fled, but she escaped and she was retreated to safety, somewhere where she could continue living. But it says the FBI never stopped calling her what she was, a terrorist. Mourning her is spitting on the badge and the blood of every cop who gave their life in service. And I find it quite interesting, right? I find it quite interesting because they love to glorify their quote unquote heroes. They romanticize white crime, but when black people actually fight for something that is unjust to turn it into something that's just, then that's criminalized. You see what I'm saying? I don't understand it. Well, I do understand it, but you got people like Scarface, the Al Capones, it's a bunch of people like Bunny and Clyde. A lot of these people that they hold up that done actual crime. And they were fighting for, and I ain't gonna say that was fighting, that was doing crime in the name of selfishness instead of fighting for generations of people or a race of people, and not even just a race of people, more than their race, everybody. They fought for justice. They wanted justice to be applied to everybody equally, no matter what race you were. So, those types of black people fighting for liberation, Malcolm X, Martin Luther King, Assata Shakur, a lot of them don't get revered as heroes or whatever. But it all depends on who's telling the story. The victor is the one who get to rewrite history. The victor is the one who gets to rewrite history, right? All of their slave owners and stuff like this, these heroes that they got statues of and stuff like that didn't fight for a damn thing. But you want to tell us that we shouldn't fight, or that we shouldn't mourn the loss of Assata Shakur. She was not a hero. Oh, okay. That like button shut the stream, man. But rest in peace to Assata Shakur. She did what a lot of people didn't do. FBI, or I would say not even FBI, something bigger than FBI, white supremacy. They look at that something as like God, like you're not supposed to defeat that. You feel me? She did something that a lot of people are not able to do. She defeated white supremacy. She outlived her opponent, so to speak. Because I mean, she would have been sent in jail, convicted, and spending the rest of her life in a cell. But yeah, she was never proved of being responsible of killing that police officer. And yeah, she did what I feel like anybody would want to do if they had the chance to do. And that's to get to freedom. But speaking of police officers being shot, right? There was an off-duty police officer in Ohio who shot a teenager after the porta potty he was using got tipped over. Y'all check this out, man. Y'all check this out, man. We're gonna switch gears. Move it on along. Special deputy accused of shooting teen after group tipped over porta potty he was in. So they didn't even know he was a police officer, apparently. He was not in uniform, and these kids was just out here doing.
Explore the flavors of Rustic Oak Grill and Pub in Hannibal.
I knew we was gonna have an ad. Give me 1 second. Let this ad pass and let's see what's going down. Hit that like button, share the stream.
County special deputy was involved in a shooting this afternoon. We're told that deputy was working a security job in East Cleveland. And
hey, is the audio coming through? Let me make sure. I know I gotta pause and see. Hey, is the audio coming? Okay, we're good. Let's go. Let's start
tonight, officers are investigating after a Cuyahoga County special deputy was involved in a shooting this afternoon. We're told that deputy was working a security job in East Cleveland and was inside a porta potty around 1:30 when it tipped over. After he stepped out, he encountered multiple people and one who reportedly pulled a firearm from his waistband. That's when the deputy fired his gun and the group of people left in a car. A short time later, a 15-year-old with a gunshot wound showed up at university hospitals. That teen is believed to be connected to the incident.
Yeah, whatever. That man said one of them pulled out a firearm. Hold on, man. No. Now one of them kids pulled out a firearm. First of all, so what they thought he was just security. They must have just thought he was only security, right? And he wasn't a real police officer.
After a Cuyahoga County special deputy was involved.
Bring that back one more time.
We're told that deputy was working a security job in East Cleveland.
Okay.
Was inside a porta potty around 1:30 when it tipped over. After he stepped out, he encountered multiple people and one who reportedly pulled a firearm from his waistband.
Why? That don't even make sense. You was a goddamn lie, police officer. Y'all always want to say, oh, I thought he had a gun. It looked like this, that, and the third. You was a damn lie. Nobody sat here and tipped over the porta potty and then pulled a gun out on you. That don't even logically make sense. So what happened was you came out upset. And police officers are known to have the most, they have a lot of domestic violence. Studies show that they have the most domestic violence cases. You know what I'm saying? So they have some type of attitude. They feel like they're above the law, and they feel like they can just shoot and use their gun willy-nilly. So when you came out that porta potty, you had your ass on your shoulders, and you were mad, which I would have been too. Anybody would have been mad and upset, you know, probably mad enough to want to shoot a motherfucker, but that's not what would happen in most cases where somebody got good thinking sense. You see what I'm saying? You may want to fight a motherfucker, and then it could possibly lead to you having to shoot somebody, but that wouldn't be your first go-to. You see what I'm saying? You ain't just gonna automatically just try to off somebody. Now, that's what police officers do. They go straight to shooting. You see what I'm saying? Yeah. Oh, I came out the porta potty and they had their gun pulled on me, so I had to fire. Why you ain't get shot then? If they had their gun out on you already, how you have enough time to pull your gun and not get shot at? If a motherfucker already got their gun on, man, come on.
That's when the deputy fired his gun, and a group of people left in a car.
And they ate that up. They bought it. He told it to his fellow officers, and he was like, oh, yep, okay, let's put that in the report. Yep. Put it in a report, but put it as him saying it because it's a lie. Don't make it like this what happened, because that ain't what happened.
A short time later, a 15-year-old with a gunshot wound showed up to university hospitals. That teen is believed to be connected.
They left the porta potty tip. They left it just like that. Oh, man. All right, let me read this article real quick, see if it's any information in it that wasn't spoke on in the news clip. It says an off-duty special deputy in Ohio shot a teenager after the portable toilet the deputy was in was tipped over, according to officials. This was all probably a prank. You know, these kids be doing this shit, probably recording it for social media. I wish it was recorded. And maybe it is. See, they don't want to release that footage. They probably confiscated all. You know what I'm saying? Anything that's deal with a police officer, they wipe that shit. They cleaning up the image and all that type of stuff. Yeah, yeah, yeah. That's what they do. Mm-hmm. I where we at? It says a press secretary for Cuyahoga County said the off-duty deputy was working a secondary security job in East Cleveland when he needed to use the portable toilet. While inside, someone tipped over the toilet. He was taking the shit. When the deputy got out, he reportedly encountered multiple people. That's what they just read. Reported was the teen is expected to survive. The deputy was not hurt, but somebody had their gun drawn on you. Oh, Darlene Rayford in the building. What's good? What's the mother foreigner? Caden Deal. Appreciate you for pulling up to the bootleg ass studio. Hey man, I appreciate each and every last one of y'all. Y'all could be anywhere in the world, but y'all chose to be right here in Sheldon bootleg ass studio, kicking it and shooting the shit with me. You know, really mean a lot to me. Hit that like button. Share the stream. Share the stream. You know. Share that stream. Share that stream. We're gonna move it on along. So, well, you know, we just lost one of our great leaders, Miss Assata Shakur, who actually fought and stood for something, who put work in out here in the streets. You see what I'm saying? I'm talking about footwork, groundwork, you know, grassroots out here, touched the people, did things, was a part of organizations that gave back, that did things. So we're mourning their loss, and she's an actual hero, right? But somebody that they are parading around as a hero is this Charlie Clark situation. What's his name? Charlie Kirk. Shit, if I could say it, Charlie Kirk. This guy. They trying to parade him around as some type of hero, which he wasn't. He wasn't intellectual at all. Like this guy wasn't smart. Like this guy didn't even. He didn't do anything. He had no major achievements. He wasn't a Nobel Prize winner or nothing like that. And they want to compare this guy to like Martin Luther King and stuff like that. The things that he said, it wasn't like he was a smart person, intelligent, intellectual person. But they're parading this guy around. What he did was spew anti-black racism. That's what he spewed. And he was not a actual hero. But they are parading this guy around as a hero, right? And so what they are now doing is they are going around harassing Starbucks employees with shit like calling themselves Charlie, damn, what's his name? Charlie Kirk. And let's check what this lady did. She flips out on a barista for not calling her quote unquote name. Let's see what's going down. A lot of these people are delusional.
So you didn't call his name out? You didn't call the name out? Do you want me to? Yeah. She's recording right now. I am.
So it sounds like somebody else was pretty much sending a dog whistle to the barista, letting her know, hey, she's recording right now. She's looking for her viral moment. So don't give her what she wants. Just, I don't know, whatever, however you want to handle it, don't give it to her because she's looking for it. These people are delusional. So they must have already had. I haven't watched this. A lot of this stuff I don't watch. You see what I'm saying? And I do it for good reason because I want to get my real reaction. Some of the stuff I do watch, like if it's newsworthy or something like that, but I didn't watch this. But it seems as if they already had a discussion about it because she asked her coworker, or she told her coworker, she wants me to say the name. So that leads me to think that they had a discussion about this prior, saying, I don't think you should say it. You think I should say it? No, I don't know, because it could possibly spark some kind of outrage. You know what I'm saying? Some of the leftist people may be up in this motherfucker, and maybe some black people up in here too that don't, you know what I'm saying? So they just didn't say it. She was like, the best way to do it is just go give it to her. I know who it is. It's that lady's right there. Just go give it to her. Don't say it. And here come this Karen ass fool.
Yep. Why can't you say his last
Say his name. Say his name. Oh, God.
name?
What is happening? Why are you being like that to her?
Why are you being like, yeah.
I knew it. See, the other lady who's not recording, who just dog whistle to the barista, is like, why are you being like that, bitch? Like, you tripping, ho? Like, ain't nobody on that shit. Like, what? Who pissed in your goddamn Cheerios? Did you not get any this morning when you woke up, or last night before you went to bed? Like, what's the matter? You see what I'm saying? I knew she would. I already knew it. That's why she was like, she's recording, bitch. Fuck that.
Why are you being like this? Yes. Well, okay, why are you being like that to me?
You're being so rude to this girl.
I'm not.
She's crying and she brought your drinks to
I actually am making a point, a big point.
recording her.
I'm making a point, a political point. This is her viral moment she was waiting for.
I actually wrote a very good post prior to this.
Crazy man.
Not the Yelp report.
It's not. I wrote a very good post prior to this.
Okay? You did nothing wrong.
I wrote a really good post. I was really hoping you were.
Poor worker. Look at her. She just over there just popping her finger. She nervous. She like, oh shit. Oh damn, I just want to make my money and go on. I got other orders that I need to be making. Bitch, you want to hold me up about a fucking name, bitch? You got your shit that you paid for. What's the matter? Like, damn. Or maybe she popping her fingers like, oh, if this bitch keep on, I'm finna whoop this whole ass. Is that what they're
Going to make the right choice. It's not politics. A man spoke up for what he believes in, and he got shot in the neck over it.
I don't agree with the man being shot in the neck about speaking, quote unquote, what he believes, but he didn't speak what he believed. He spoke lies, a bunch of them. And it was a bunch of anti-racist, anti-black racist bullshit that he spoke. A bunch of shit was lies. Yeah. That's crazy. So what you saying is you agree with what he's saying. In other words, you racist too, ma'am. See, they don't like being called racist. That's like throwing salt on a motherfucking slug or putting up the cross to a damn demon. They don't like that shit. Oh, you call them racist. Oh, shit. No, I'm not racist. Oh, I got black friends. I got black nieces and nephews. My grandchildren are black. They don't like that word. They don't like that word at all. Goodness. But that's what a lot of them who, I would say all of them who follow this man, anybody that follows Charlie Kirk or have those types of thoughts, they are racist. Yes. And black people who tend to follow him or try to cape for him, they are either tethers, as Tariq Nasheed would call them. They're not of the lineage. They don't come from American soil. They don't have a history. Their bloodline don't trace back to American slavery, or they are straight up raccoons. And you know what I mean by that. You see what I'm saying? But the dude, it's not the fact that he say what he, how can I put this? I don't mind. I'm not upset at Charlie Kirk for thinking the way that he thinks or feeling the way that he feels. It don't bother me. I don't give a damn. I know it's a lot of people that think like that. It's a lot of people have a lot of thoughts about me that I don't really give a damn about. You see what I'm saying? There's a lot of people that don't think that I have college degrees. They look at me and they think that I'm just a certain thing, and then when I open up my mouth and I get to speaking, they have a different thought about me. I don't give a damn what they think though. You see what I'm saying? But I also have the right to form my own opinion about the guy. So, yeah, what he say is what he say, and then what I say is what I say too. So, this is what we call free speech. The man dying behind what he's saying, I don't agree with. You see what I'm saying? But him getting popped, I'm not finna cry and shed a tear over. And that's what a lot of them would like for us to do. They want us to be ass suckers. You see what I'm saying? And be crying and weeping over this guy. I didn't even notice this guy until he died. Never known about him. And they want to call it an assassination. This guy was killed. This was not an assassination. He was killed. He's not a public figure of high stature. You see what I'm saying? He's not a political. He wasn't even really political. He just was a podcaster. That's all he was. He just spoke his thoughts. You see what I'm saying? The same thing that I'm doing right now. And he went around college campuses targeting these undeveloped brains, people of which he was, quote unquote, I would say that he was more mentally developed, because this guy was a year younger than me. I'm 33. He was 32. He's going around college campuses debating college students, 18, 19, 20-year-olds. These people are still learning. A lot of them don't even know history like that. So you going around trying to wave your little pecker around some people that you feel have smaller peckers than you, because you know you can't swing with the big dogs, because you know people that'll throw them facts on your ass and eat you up. That's what happens. And see, those videos is clickbait. It's a lot of what they do is, man, they don't even really debate. What they do is they go out and they just spew a bunch of racist bullshit. It's not even a debate. It's not even a debate.
And you couldn't stand there and call my name out, my name, but you called his name out.
This is
But
wild.
you called his name out, couldn't call his name out. Called his name out, but couldn't call his name out. No, actually, I was setting him up for success because I wrote a really good report. Excuse me? It is
Her with her service animal with her.
It's the point. You guys came in after me. The place was completely empty. And you're making a scene. You didn't have to make a scene.
She's making a scene. She didn't have to make a scene. Oh, okay. You're not making a scene. Oh.
It's a name. It's a policy that your company upholds. They came in after me. It was completely empty when I came in. That woman right there was the only person in here. I actually wrote you guys a really good review prior to getting this, saying what upstanding it was, how wonderful it was.
Oh my God, no. She actually wrote us a good review before. So what we need to do is you need to call her name out, because she wrote you a really good review. And we don't want her to change her mind about that review, right? Like, we need to, right. We should honor the name. Bitch, nobody give a about that review. Who are you? You act like your review gonna give us a goddamn, like, what? Is that your review gonna send the president here or something like that? Is it gonna send God down and be like, oh, let me taste some of this great Starbucks? The fuck? What are you talking about?
She would stand there and say my name. And I'm going to post this video to show what an ass she made of herself. And
An ash she made of
how
herself.
you came out and you did this. Because this is, wow. I didn't talk to her. I'm actually talking to you. It's called freedom of speech. This is what Charlie Kirk died for. I am a paying customer. And
did he die for it? He died right in the middle of about to spew some black racist shit. Some anti-black racist bullshit is what he was in the middle of saying. That was asking him about he was asked about mass shootings, which his community is known for doing. Nobody in the black community is really known for mass shootings like that. No, that's not us. That's not us now. You know what I'm saying? But some kind of way he flipped it, as they always do, onto black people. And right in the middle of him saying what he was saying, he got popped by one of his own. How ironic is that? How ironic is that? That's not what he died. He didn't die for freedom of speech. That's not what he was out here fighting for. He wasn't advocating. He wasn't out here saying, you know, trying to get laws changed for freedom of speech. We already have that now. So y'all saying is trying to mirror him to Martin Luther King, Malcolm X, and real people who fought for freedoms. It's a reach. It's a reach, and it's a spit in the face. It's disrespectful, for one, for y'all to even be doing that. Because this guy is nothing of the sort. He's nothing. He can't walk in the walks with Malcolm X, Martin Luther King, Rosa Parks, Harriet Tubman. None of that. I don't know why y'all try to forge history like that. You know, a lot of the white supremacy heroes have some kind of criminality to them or some kind of evilness to them. That a lot of them own slaves. See what I'm saying? All kind of other stuff like that. But our heroes, they actually are pure. They actually fought for something that was just. You see what I'm saying? So they have to try to forge heroes. What heroes do they actually have that's not of evilness? You see what I'm saying? We actually have pure heroes. Like, they got to try to reach and forge themselves and latch on to us.
I have not done anything. I am just sitting here. You're going to ask me to leave because you're going to call the authorities? Exactly what Charlie Kirk died for.
Look at the haircut. I know it had to be, and damn it, look at her.
This is what you all need to understand. It is called freedom of speech. It is getting shut down in America. And this young lady over here wanted to point out that freedom of speech is what is getting shut down.
You can have freedom of speech all you want, baby. We don't care about what you're saying. You just can't do it here in this establishment. You see what I'm saying? Disturbing the peace of other customers. We don't give a damn about no damn Charlie Kirk. We want to sit here and drink on this goddamn mocha frappe and talk about what we're talking about amongst each other. We don't want to hear you rant about no damn Charlie Kirk. This is not place for politicalness right here, bitch. You see what I'm saying? So you can get your ass up out of here. And that's what I hope happened. I hope the police will.
She's saying she's pre-recording like it's a big thing. This is a public space.
Right there, I didn't even read this comment. It says, as an employee, you aren't supposed to talk about anything political, by the way, especially to customers. So that would be a good reason why that employee didn't want to call out the name Charlie Kirk. Because, I mean, like I said, that could spark some kind of reaction that Starbucks wouldn't want. Crazy.
So you didn't call his name out? You didn't call the name out?
Do you want me to?
Yeah,
Oh, okay. She's recording right now.
I am. Yep.
Charlie.
Why can't you say his last name?
What is happening? Why are you being like that to her?
Why are you being like, why are you being like this?
No, why are you being like that to me?
Well, okay, why are you being like that to me?
You're being so rude to this girl.
I'm not.
She brought your drink too.
I actually am making a point, a big point.
Recording her.
Oh, she's making a point. Oh, okay. I'm gonna leave you alone. You're making a point. I didn't know you was making a point.
I actually
Making
wrote
a
a
point,
very
y'all.
good post prior to this.
Crazy, man.
It's not. I wrote a very good post prior to this.
Okay? You did nothing wrong.
I wrote a really good post. I was really hoping you were going to make the right choice. It's not politics. A man spoke up for what he believes in, and he got shot in the neck over it. And you couldn't stand there and call my name out, my name, but you called his name out.
She looked like she identified as a Charlie.
But you called his name out, couldn't call his name out. Called his name out.
I thought it was your
Couldn't
name.
call his name out. No.
Everybody looking like, what the fuck is this dude?
Actually, I was setting him up for success because I wrote a really good report. Excuse me?
Look at her dog. Like, look at me. I'm tired of this shit. My owner be on some bullshit.
It is Charlie Kirk. It's the point. You guys came in after me. The place was completely empty. And you're making a scene. You didn't have to make a scene.
You didn't have to make a scene.
It's a policy that your company upholds. They came in after me. It was completely empty when I came in. That woman right there was the only person in here. I actually wrote you guys a really good review prior to getting this, saying what upstanding it was, how wonderful it was, hoping
where's the review at?
She would stand there and say my name. And I'm going to post this video to show what an ass she made of herself and how you came out and you did this.
An ass.
Because this is, wow. I didn't talk to her. I'm actually talking to you. It's called freedom of speech. This is what Charlie Kirk died for. I am a paying customer, and I have not done anything. I am just sitting here. You're going to ask me to leave because you're going to call the authorities? Exactly what Charlie Kirk died for. This is what you all need to understand. It is called freedom of speech. It is getting shut down in America. And this young lady over here wanted to point out that freedom of speech is what is getting shut down. She is saying she's pre-recording like it's a big thing. This is a public space.
Yeah, because you thought you was just going to sneak that in on old girl. And yeah, she, without her knowing you was recording. Darlene Rayford say millions of them got together and wrote Starbucks corporate office. And the corporate office put that name into the system now where they supposed to use it originally. It wasn't in the system. Yeah, I think I seen this. So now they're like supposed to say that bullshit. Like, that's crazy. That's wild as hell. That's wild as hell. But you know, that's what's going on. And these fools out here, they went up these minions of Charlie Kirk went up to a HBCU calling themselves trying to debate. But what they're doing is just race baiting. And they just got ran up off the block. And a lot of people are crying foul, saying, oh my gosh, they're just the Negroes, they're acting up. Nah, these young folks ain't going for it. So check this out, man. It says MAGA debaters who invaded TSU, they claimed that they didn't know it was an HBCU before going on campus. We didn't do it intentionally. All right, so says they invaded Tennessee State University. Hold on. It says the MAGA debaters who invaded Tennessee State University are now insisting that they are the victims in the situation and are claiming that they were treated unfairly by the students and university. Let me play this. Let's get up into it.
Students upset after two conservative activists made an unannounced visit to Tennessee State University. The pair was eventually escorted off of campus by police as angry students gathered around. News 2's Kenley Hargett reports on the aftermath of that event.
If you want to talk to people who disagree with you, you go to the place where people are likely to disagree with you.
Students visibly upset at a conservative group.
Listen to what he just said. Go to where people are most likely going to disagree with you. Who's going to most likely disagree with you more than somebody of a different race, possibly? Especially dealing with Charlie Kirk. How could you possibly not know this was an HBCU? Use a lying ass fool, just like the police officer in the other story talking about, oh, somebody pulled a gun on me. They always love to play victim. Lying ass
Group
fools.
showing up to their university unannounced. The group is on a nationwide college tour to honor Charlie Kirk and to open dialogue on various political topics. Tuesday, they chose Tennessee State University, where they set up 2 controversial signs in front of their table. One saying DEI should be illegal, and the other, deport all illegals now. Let's talk. I sat down with 2 members of the group on why they chose to come to an HBCU.
And see, they do all of this bullshit in the guise of civil discourse. We just want to have this civil discourse and all this type of shit and debate. And then when you ain't going for it, oh, you don't want to debate me. I was just trying to have a debate. Look at the black people, they don't know how to control the anger and all this type of bullshit. Nah, nobody going for it.
We kind of just drive places and then we end up in a city. We pick a city and then we just go to that city and then we kind of figure out what universities are there. We didn't know that TSU was an HBCU until.
So you don't do no research on where you're going at all.
The night before. He didn't know until we got on campus.
Students upset after 2 conservative activists made.
Lying, boy.
Until they told him on campus.
The university has released a statement about the event, saying university policy requires any demonstration or protest activity requires advance approval and permitting. The group told me they reached out to TSU for approval, but could not reach them. They believe even if they had approval, they still would have been met with anger.
I don't know what would have been different about the situation.
It would have been different because it would have been publicized. People would have known about it. And that would have came with a different attitude upon seeing you. Because they would have already been knowing what to expect. And maybe they would have really came with good intentions to have civil discourse with your ass and debate you on these topics. Because I'm sure there's a bunch of those great debaters at Tennessee. It's a lot of black people that's going to college to be lawyers, freedom fighters right there on their campus. They wouldn't have mind doing it. But what you're not finna do is do what you wouldn't want us to do, just pop up on some bullshit. Imagine if black kids did what they did at a white university, at Yale, at Harvard, or some shit like that. Imagine that. Imagine what they would have been met with. It probably would have been some serious shit. Some nooses. You know what I'm saying? It probably would have been some other bullshit going on. So no, you ain't finna come up here and just do that and not expect what you got. Like, what the hell? You expect for us to just take disrespect. Now you got ran up off of there like you rightfully should have. You see what I'm saying?
Probably would have been posted up in the exact same spot. The exact same people would have been on campus, and they would have had the exact same mindset.
The group plans to continue their tour of speaking at colleges and universities, but they still don't plan to announce where they will speak next due to safety concerns. TSU said it will.
That's stupid. That's dumb as hell.
Continue to uphold university policies and ensure campus remains a safe, welcoming, and orderly environment for all members of their community. Reporting in Nashville, Kenley Harkett, News 2.
Mega supporters invaded our HBCU.
What is going on over here?
You called the East primitive, but what? We created y'all knowledge. We created y'all science. We created y'all math. Y'all didn't do shit besides steal. Y'all didn't do anything to your You guys didn't make shit.
See, he would have been one of those students that would have been ready and willing to debate them if he had known. And I'm sure there's others like him that would have been ready to debate him because he looked like he ready to show off his wit. You see what I'm saying? Which I feel like was doing a little bit too much in this situation. Like, bro, you know, just run their ass on up off the block.
You guys touch children. You guys fuck.
Showing them the door.
We walking them to the door, y'all. I don't even know how they got on campus. We gonna figure that out, but I don't know. They need to get like a trespass penalty or something.
What's up with these Nothing. I'm
Sending them off.
I'm gonna leave that alone.
That boy, he thought he was gonna come up like Charlie
Yes.
Kirk, man. That
Yes.
trying to make
Yes.
some
Say good job, TSU.
good job. Shout out to my good.
Mega supporters
Ran their ass up off the block. Hey, good for them. Good for them, man. We ain't taking no disrespect now. You know. Yeah. See, they had a little sign up talking about some DEI and all that type of stuff. Black people didn't really benefit from DEI like that. It was a lot of LGBTQ people and a lot of white women who benefited from DEI. You know, and then Charlie Kirk, he had this famous quote to where he basically, and I'm paraphrasing, basically said if he saw a black pilot or anybody of that stature, he would wonder if they was actually qualified or if they was there hired because of the color of their skin, which is an idiotic statement. Because first of all, in order to be hired for a job like a pilot, you have to go through so many tests. You have to have so many hours of flying. You have to jump through so many hoops and loops before you can be a pilot. And then once you are a pilot, if you are a minority, black person, preferably, you might be picked off of the color of your skin because they have to have equal employment opportunities. So if they're already booked or they got a staff full of white people, they might be looking to hire somebody black who's qualified. You see what I'm saying? Or somebody of another race that's not white who's qualified. See, he makes idiotic statements like this, and they put him on a pedestal as if he's intellectual, as if he's intelligent. He says a bunch of stupid shit in proper English, and so it sounds smart. So when you talk like this, you kind of sound a little smart, but you can be saying 5 + 5 = 25. And people would believe it because you're talking like this. But if I said just like this, hey man, 5 + 5 = 10, it just it hit the eardrum a little different. But if I pretty it up and if I sound good in proper English, you'll buy it. You won't even goddamn do any research. And so these millions, they taking what he say and they believe it. This dude wasn't smart. This dude was not smart. But anyway, back on the black pilots. I just want to show this quick video of this black pilot right here who Charlie Kirk probably would have sat in his britches if he was his pilot. Check this out right here.
Know I'm somebody and I have a job to do and I'm willing to take care of it and do what I have to do to get to the next level.
Meet Joshman Cook. He doesn't look like your typical pilot.
Hey, all I got is a wing and a prayer.
This video of Cook gained over 30,000 likes. With a mixture of negative and positive comments, Cook says he uses it as fuel to fly higher.
I just know that I got a lot of eyes on me and I just try to make everything count and be positive while I'm doing it. But at the end of the day, I'm still human.
Cook enrolled into flight school 2 years ago, but his journey started long before the cockpit.
I grew up in state custody. I'm a foster kid, so that's just a rundown. And I know they got a lot of kids in the system that's facing the same thing that I went through.
So yeah, I just wanted to share that with y'all, man. Charlie Kirk would have shat his britches if he seen that man go into the cockpit. Oh man. Darlene Rayford say, Sheldon, I love you to death, but your president that lost Kamala was definitely a DI hire. She doesn't even answer questions. Talking about Kamala. Man, she is she was a pawn though. She was placed up there to fool black people, black women in particular. She was put in place to fool black women, right? I love my black women. I'm engaged to a black woman. Love my black woman. And my black woman didn't support Kamala Harris. And my black woman is an AKA. Soror. Just like, yeah, she's a soror of Kamala. She did not support Kamala. She thought she was. I'm gonna just tell you what I think. I think Kamala is an airhead. Definitely was a DEI hire. And she was used as a pawn because black women carry the Democratic base. Before Joe Biden put Kamala on the ticket with him, he was gonna lose. And when he put Kamala on the ticket, oh, that's when he got a lot of black support, especially black women. It was Chucks and Pearls. Remember? Chucks and Pearls. That was the whole little old thing. You feel me? Before Kamala ran for office, Kamala was she was running to be president before this last time. The first time Kamala ran for president, she didn't have no grassroots support. Black people wasn't buying her bullshit. You see what I'm saying? Nobody was going for Kamala, you know. But then because she wasn't black, quote unquote. She didn't say she was black. She was saying she's Asian and Caribbean and Indian and all kind of other things other than black. But as soon as Joe Biden put her on that ticket, because black people are the base of the Democratic Party, that's when she got the support. Yeah. But she was definitely a DEI hire. She was used as a pawn for us to get her up in that office. Yo, Jennifer Hill say that young man probably worked harder than everyone in his class. Exactly, and that's the thing. When Charlie Kirk say shit like what he say, I wonder if a black person is qualified when I see them in certain positions. Fool, they had to jump through more hoops and loops than those that look like you. So I would argue that they are probably more qualified. I would like to argue that. You see what I'm saying? Yeah. I would like to argue that, you know. But moving on along, we're gonna switch gears. I'm gonna go to another story right here. Hit that like button, subscribe to the channel. I appreciate y'all, man. We got Jennifer Hill in the building. We got Darlene Rayford in the building. Who else in the motherfucking bootleg ass stew? Let me know. All right, so moving on along, man. Listen, it's getting wild out here, man. Is this real? It gotta be, because it's on the A&E channel. So court cam, it says a woman refuses to pay fine after honking at a cop, then clashes with the judge. Ooh-wee. You know, they got this blue wall, right? They got this blue wall that they really uphold each other's bullshit. You know what I'm saying? Wow, let's get into it. Let's see what's going down. Honking at the cop.
But that's something minor, though. That's something that I can just deal with and get out the way.
It is minor until you're in jail.
We're in Louisville, Texas, for a failure to...
Louisville? It's right up there, right around the corner.
45-year-old Alicia Allen has been charged with unnecessary use of a horn. 2 years...
That's a crime? That's a crime?
Earlier, police say Allen, a food delivery driver, pulled up to a four-way stop sign directly behind a marked police vehicle. That's when Allen honked her horn at the officer, a civil infraction. She was issued a citation and ordered to appear in court. But when Allen failed to show on multiple occasions, a warrant was issued for her arrest. Today, she appears remotely before Judge Brian Holman to plead no contest and discuss next steps in the case.
Alicia Allen?
Hey, Judge.
All right, Miss Allen, looks like you have just
I already know I was doing Uber DoorDash that day, and we were at a four-way stop, and I honked at a cop. And I think she was having a bad day.
Wait. Let me stop.
You're not supposed to do that? Are you not supposed to do that? Like,
She wrote me a ticket.
Wait. You honked at a cop?
Yes, I honked at a cop. I just thought people were going slow at the four-way stop.
But you honked at a cop.
It was a four-way stop. She was taking too long.
Well, and then you failed to appear in court.
Because I didn't remember.
And you know you had a warrant for your arrest.
I just figured.
Okay, now failing to appear in court, that's one thing. Okay.
Oh, last week. But that's something minor, though. That's something that I can just deal with and get out the way.
It is minor until you're in jail.
You go to jail for honking your horn?
No. You don't. You go to jail for failure to appear in court.
Okay, that makes a whole lot more sense.
Unfortunately, Miss Allen, your fine increased significantly.
What is it?
Now it's $499.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Well, what do you want to do?
I don't want to pay $500 for honking a horn. Tell your officer
Go to
stop
jail
having
then.
bad days.
You can either pay the fine or you can do community service, but I'm only going to do the community service.
What is that?
And you're gonna swear at the judge? You see what I'm saying? Hey man, that's wild. That's wild.
Not really up for that.
Well, that's up to you.
I'm trying to do the.
He ain't say nothing about her cussing. I know, hey man, I know some judges that probably would have held her in contempt of court. Matter of fact, I was in court, and I've told this story before. When this guy was in court and the judge asked him what he plea, and I forget what it was. Anyway, he was like, shit, 2. I believe 1 was guilty, 2 not guilty, 3 was no contest or some shit like that. And she didn't hear him say shit the first time, but she asked him to speak up. And he said it again, shit, I guess 2. She said, sir, I'm going to ask you to not cuss in court, refrain from using that language, or I will hold you in contempt. She asked him. Then he goes off. I don't give a fuck about this shit. Yada, 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 yada. And then she asked the police officers to go over there and cuff him so he can be sent over to jail or whatever. And he was gonna spend, I guess, the minimum amount, maybe a day, 2, 3, I don't know. 30 days, I don't know, but he kept on cussing as the police officers came over there to handcuff him. I don't give a fuck. Yada, 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 yada. I don't give a fuck this bitch. Fuck you. You going off. Why he getting handcuffed? And as he's cussing, the police officers adding more days. That'll be 30 more days. That'll be another 30. And she keeps on going until he gets the max for contempt in court. However long the max is, I believe 180 days. I don't remember, but he got the max. Yeah, for cussing, in court.
But pain is not an option for me right now.
I think, Miss Allen, you misunderstand the circumstances.
No,
That nigga look familiar.
My end. I didn't do anything wrong other than honk my horn, and I want to do
Very
community
good. I'll
service
accept the
or
plea
do
of
sick
no
time
contest, and your fine of $499 is due within 30 days.
Okay, but I don't want to pay y'all, sir.
Oh, I'm clear on what you want. And I'm clear of...
I don't think you are. You got way hostile with me, but...
When?
I was going to call you a cool judge.
No, not her scratching her head with a comb and shit. Look at this scratching ass shit. What the hell is wrong with this?
But
hey,
anyway,
Miss
that's
Allen,
what
you are in court right now. If you continue to act this way, I'm going to hold you in contempt of court.
Act what way?
You know, Miss Allen, you're...
What's going on?
Yeah, Miss Allen, I'm going to ask that you just stop talking just for a minute. I don't want you to get in trouble.
Dude, she got this comb that she just scratched her head with in her mouth. Ah, this filthy ass bitch. Nasty hoe.
By saying something you shouldn't say.
You have to go to jail.
Mouth looks stank, teeth look
The
unbrushed.
judge seems to have had enough. He mutes Allen's mic and moves to end the hearing.
I'm resetting your case. Ms. Allen, what are you waving at me for?
Because I can't talk. What are you resetting my case for?
Ms. Allen?
He being patient as hell, giving her grace.
What are you resetting my case for?
Ms. Allen, I'm done with you. You'll need to appear in court at this point.
Why?
You need to appear in court at this point. I'm not going to deal with you on this through video anymore.
Sir, I'm just trying to get to the bottom of this case.
If you interrupt me again, I'm going to hold you in contempt of court.
Damn, he didn't. Hey, man, he didn't give her chance out of chance. This is a cool judge. She talking, I'm gonna call you a cool judge and all this shit, but you tripping. This nigga is cool as hell.
Are you serious, bro?
Allen has failed to appear in court or pay her fine. The original warrant is still active. The case is pending.
Damn. That be wild as hell. He should have sent a warrant out for her damn arrest. Yeah. She thinks she's sweet out here. That what she think. She think it's sweet out here, man. That wild business. That light boy, man. Who we got up in the building? Who up in this thing? Who up in this thing? All right, man, moving on along. Hey, check this out, man. We got a Philly mom fighting back against neighbor who snatched her 8-year-old daughter in his home and locked the mother fornicating door. Man even fired shots at the mom. Hit that like button. Let's get into this craziness right now.
Video showed the dramatic ending of a terrifying ordeal in Ogans yesterday. The man being taken into custody here was accused of abducting a young girl, then firing shots as her mom tried to rescue her. Action News' Maggie Kent spoke with the girl's mother today. She's live at police headquarters with the details. Maggie.
Yeah, we spoke with that determined 28-year-old mother who would quite literally take a bullet for her child and nearly did yesterday.
That's not how our story was going to end that way.
28-year-old Naja Bullock lived some of her scariest moments yesterday. It ended with a dramatic arrest, her neighbor fighting as he was taken into custody after an armed barricade situation. It started when Bullock says that man grabbed her 8-year-old daughter, Paige, from the shared backyard along the 5900 block of North 20th Street.
When she got closer to the door, he snatched her in, pulled her in, shut the door and locked it. All the other kids ran up and told me.
Bullock says her daughter fought back and managed to get out. As the mother approached the home armed with mace, she confronted the man, who then started to shoot.
About a minute into me spraying that mace, that's when the gunshots went off.
When police arrived, the man locked himself inside the home with his young son.
They're knocking on the door. He never answered the door. So that's what was going on when I was here.
But they also know that he's armed because he shot at you.
Yes.
Thankfully, no one was hit. The suspect was taken in. For Bullock, she'd do it all again for her daughter's sake.
No matter what or whatever I have to do, I will do it before I let anything happen to her or her sisters.
And that means facing bullets coming your way.
Yes, it does. Facing bullets, whatever comes my way. About the 3 that I birthed, I'm willing to take it all.
And Paige went back to school today. She's a little shaken, but in good spirits, and most importantly, unharmed.
Man, y'all gotta be careful out here. Y'all gotta be careful out here. It is trouble always lurking. You don't know who, you don't know when, and I don't know why. A mother fornicator want to snatch up kids. Why in the hell? What you gonna do with them? I know it's a black market out here that buy kids and do all this crazy shit, but why you want to be a part of something like that? That's crazy. I don't understand it, man. I don't understand it. And what's gonna happen with him is he gonna get a slap on the wrist. He will be not convicted, probably. He's gonna get out, do the same thing, and Unfortunately, hopefully not, but a little kid gonna get their life taken because they not taking this guy serious. They gonna give him lenient punishment, if any. And people like him is only gonna continue. Anyway, moving on along. Speaking of kids, right? Check this wild out, man. This wild. Okay, so a man wanted an 8-month-old removed from the restaurant for making baby noises because his ears are sensitive. Check this out, man. Check this out.
So this gentleman here is telling me to tell my 8-month-old to stop screaming because he has sensitive ears. I know it's loud, but he's an adult. He can leave, and he chooses not to leave. He's choosing me to tell me to take my baby out because he has sensitive ears.
You need to learn to be respectful.
She's a child, sir. It's not me. I didn't do anything.
You're causing this whole restaurant to have to hear our discussion. They don't want to eat that. They want to get their food.
You came to me about my child, did you not? You're speaking for other people that haven't spoken, and the only reason I'm furious about it is because you came to address me about an 8-month-old. I'm not forcing any. I didn't tell the baby to talk. I'm happy that she has a voice, and I'm happy she can speak because there's children out here that can't even speak. That's nonverbal. So I am grateful for my child to be able to have a voice, and that's not up to you as an adult to chastise me or to whoop me because my child is speaking. You can't remove yourself from this restaurant. No, you're.
She's embarrassed. The woman that he's with is embarrassed, and she need to leave his ass where
disrespectful. You're entitled and you're being privileged right now because there was nothing in this world that made you feel like you can come say that to me about my child, and then you're upset that I'm reacting. I'm reacting to your response. There are nonverbal children out here, and you want to sit here and act like I'm supposed to suppress my child's voice?
I'm not responsible for the way that men have probably mistreated you in the past.
Men? I'm a happily married woman. What are you talking about, baby? I'm 10 years next week. Clap it up for me. That's what you can do. So no one has mistreated me. You've been disrespectful. I didn't accuse you. Have I ever said racist? Did I say racist in here?
I was talking down to you because of privilege.
No, I said privilege does not equal racism. Let me educate you for a second, sir. Privilege, hold on, no. Let me educate this man. No.
We ain't always got to educate mother fornicators, man. Just read him his rights. Go off on his ass. That's it. We already know privilege don't equal racism, and they know that shit. There's a lot of white people who are not racist who benefit in white privilege. They know that. They know it exists. They know it exists. I got partners who even say it. We even talk about certain shit like there's certain situations where a black person is friends with a white person, and say for instance, like they out doing some shit. They can be doing anything illegal or non-illegal. If they with their white friend and they get pulled over by a police officer, they most likely would like their white friend to talk, and the white person would probably agree. You know why? Because they know that white privilege exists. It ain't got nothing to do with them being racist themselves. They just playing the game. Shit.
So let me educate him because he just said I call him racist.
Well, let's listen to her education.
I said privilege because you're being an adult and you're expecting me to remove my child when I patronize this restaurant just like you. That is privilege. You're expecting me to put yourself over everybody else in this restaurant. It's not a thank you, but you realize how disrespectful it is, right?
I'm so sorry.
No, I'm so livid.
Yeah, I'm so sorry because I totally understand. Like having kids, it can be hard, and like sometimes it's hard to like get them to listen to you when they're not even able to.
Not even
like.
I can tell them she's 8 months.
Exactly. So that's why I'm saying like I'm sorry.
Exactly. You're talking about he's hard to get them to listen. She's 8 months old. She's just discovering her vocal cords. She's using them. Yeah, like the mama said, we happy she can use them. Now, if she was 1, 2, 3, maybe we'll be telling her, hey, baby, you know, shh, not too loud. Not too loud. But to tell an 8-month-old baby who has no conscience at all, be quiet, to try to get them to be quiet, that's not happening. That is not happening. We glad this baby is happy and ain't crying, because it could be some hollering going on, some crying going on. You see what I'm saying? I would much rather my baby be happy doing that than that crying and hollering. You see what I'm saying? That's nerve-wracking right there. But you don't like the sound of happy babies? First of all, that gives me joy. I don't even hear it the same way that this guy hear it. A baby being loud and obnoxious like that doesn't bother me. It actually sends me joy. Now, a child being loud and obnoxious, maybe it's a little different. You see what I'm saying? You need to sit your little 4-year-old, 5-year-old ass down somewhere. You jumping off the walls, damn it. You see what I'm saying? But a baby, a 8-month-old, nah, man, like shit, you welcome it. They're learning their motor sensories and everything. Like, what was we talking about?
Guys
Guys,
having confrontation and stuff like that. I'm not saying it's anything is your fault. I totally understand. Yes, ma'am. I get it. So I'm just trying to calm the.
We're already leaving, so it's not a thing.
Yeah. So that's why I'm not even making a big deal.
But I'm mortified. I'm not gonna lie to you, because as a parent,
I understand. Like I have.
that's telling me I gotta go in my house and never come out with my children, all because he's an adult. He can actually leave. If he felt it was uncomfortable for him, he didn't have to come and speak to me. He could have left. And then he's speaking for other people in the restaurant, making it an uncomfortable experience.
Man, we heard this already. We gotta have protests right here.
I totally understand. Yes, ma'am.
And I come here a lot. So this gentleman here is telling me to tell my 8-month-old.
But see, the thing of it is, ma'am, and that's a beautiful baby. Look at that beautiful baby. The thing of it is, ma'am, I'm glad that you held your own and that you didn't allow this man to make you tuck your tail. I can stand up. I tip my hat off to you for that. I don't agree with you getting up, walking towards this man though, and then putting yourself in a line of fire, and now you're not looked at as the victim in white supremacy society, in the dominant society. And I'm saying white supremacy. I ain't saying white people. It's a difference. It's a difference between a white person and a white supremacist. It's two different things. Now you looked at as the aggressor because you're loud. What you're saying is truthful, but you're loud and you have an attitude with it, and they only see a black woman being loud and having an attitude, and this white man sitting down, not yelling, but he's just talking and being passive aggressive. You see what I'm saying? Yeah, he's being passive aggressive, but they not gonna look at it like that. Yes, he was the initiator, but they ain't gonna look at it like that. Just go off on his ass from where you was going off. You didn't have to raise your voice. You could have still kept on going off on his ass, and that would have been it. That's just my take on it. But I'm glad you held your own. However, it is dangerous because we don't know what this white man had up his sleeve. And you say you married for 10 years. I applaud that. Let your husband handle men, though. Let your husband handle men. I would have just been narrating, putting his ass on camera. Look, this nut case right here. This privileged mayonnaise sandwich eating fool just tried to get me to calm my 8-month-old baby down, as if I can ask an 8-month-old baby to be quiet. What 8-month-old baby understands the words "be quiet"? They don't understand that shit. I would have been narrating, making him the star he is on the internet. You see what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Yeah. But I'm glad didn't nothing violent happen, and all that good stuff. What a fool though. What a fool he is. Oh, I should have asked his ass to get up out of there. But he wasn't being belligerent. All right. Moving on along. Next story. So This is one that I was wanting to cover. Hold on. A couple weeks ago. You know, people are getting out of. Hold on, my bad. People are getting out of hand with these service animals, right? And just the other week in Walmart, man, I'm in Walmart. Where was I at? Was I in East Texas or was I in Dallas? I can't remember where I was, man, but I want to say I was in somewhere in Dallas, maybe Duncanville or Cedar Hill. I don't know. I was somewhere, man. But anyway, that was in Walmart with a fucking ferret. A ferret. Like, what kind of emotional support, what kind of service is a ferret offering? I don't understand. But anyway, back to this. We got a Planet Fitness employee. He stands 10 toes down, is what the title says. He kicks out a man and his service dogs. His service dog, rather, says, "We're not dealing with the government here." I don't know how I feel about this because I haven't seen it. If the man actually has a real service dog, then, you know, I feel like that should probably be honored. But I do understand these crazy cases where people are coming up with all kind of service animals, saying that they are service animals and they really not, and they just using it just to get by, just to push the envelope, just to be a one of them. Anyway, let's get up into this Planet Fitness situation.
This is a service animal. It's a registered service animal. I have a medical necessity to bring my dog with me. And you're telling me at Planet Fitness, their policy is that I can't have my service animal with me.
It's not policy, it's your rule.
Whose rule? Your rule? Because I've had it at 50 other.
That man shook his head, yo.
And you're the only one that told me I can't have my service animal with me. You keep shaking your head, but I don't know if you understand that you need to call somebody and ask them, because the law, like the Americans with Disabilities Act, says that you cannot not allow me to bring my dog with me. It's against the law for you to do that. Do you understand? Is there somebody you can call, or you can just, because you obviously don't know what you're doing right now. You're going to set yourself up for a lawsuit.
And he don't seem to give a damn. Me personally, if I was the worker, I wouldn't give a damn. I wouldn't ask. I don't even think you are. I don't think you can legally ask somebody, "Is this a service dog? Show me your papers." I don't think you can do that. Maybe you can. I don't know. But I think that I heard somewhere that you can't do that. But me personally, I wouldn't give a damn. Yeah, it may get on my nerves when I see people doing the most with their service animals, and, you know what I'm saying, having all kind of different service animals. That's not a dog. I may have a feeling about it. I may have an opinion, but I wouldn't give a damn. I would allow them to have their service animals. This is not my establishment. So I don't give a damn. I'm just working here, man. I'm just working here. So this guy doing what he's doing, I feel like he's doing a bit too much. And he being nonchalant and acting like he don't give a damn. And I think he cost Planet Fitness a lawsuit for real.
There's no dogs in the gym.
According to who?
To me.
Yeah, but you don't own this Planet Fitness, and you don't make the rules.
We don't even have contact with the owner, so we just have to follow the rules of the world.
Yeah, but the rule is based by the government that says you are not allowed to restrict a person with a service animal. Do you understand that?
We're not dealing with the government here.
Everybody is required to follow the law, or your company will be sued. The law says this company is a public company. I have a membership. They have to allow people with
buddy on their stair step back there getting it in
service animals to enter the building and to access their facility. If they do not, then I can sue them because they are breaking the law. Does that make sense?
Staff member.
I know, and you need to call somebody else, or you need to stop telling me I can't have my service animal with me.
You have a nice day. I'll take the lawsuit. You have a nice day.
So you're kicking me out of the Planet Fitness because I have my service animal. Yeah. What's the location of this?
It's 5711 Erie Drive.
Okay. And there's nobody you can call.
Nobody on staff at the moment.
And this is your policy at this location.
Policy is
No. But you're saying your company is telling you that you can't do this, and you're not acting on your own behalf.
It has nothing to do with that.
Yes, it does, because I want to sue the company.
Get out.
I want to sue the company, not just
it's
you.
5711 Erie Drive.
No. But this is not your policy. This is your company policy. Is that what you're telling me?
I don't have a company. I'm a staff member.
But you work for a company. You're not an individual just sitting up here.
I say, get out.
See your dog in the basket is a health code violation of California state law. Here you go, ma'am.
Let's see. Oh, this is another clip. Before I let this play, we got Darlene Rayford say what they really need to do is make people carry paperwork for their service animal. Now, for real, I would agree to that. Since you can't ask, but they should make that a law. They should outlaw that and make this a law. Anybody can walk in with an animal and say, oh, this is my service animal, and people are getting tired of it. Not for real. I saw one clip where the lady had the supposedly service animal sitting at the table in a restaurant eating soup out of a bowl, and the other customers were complaining. That is ridiculous. And see, this is what they allow when you do stupid shit like that. When you allow these people to use service animals without proven documentation and things of that nature, and then actual people with service animals that's been registered, that's not really a service animal, but they'll go get it certified, do stupid shit like what you just said, have people have the animal eating out of the bowl. Like, come on now. Why are we doing goofy shit like that? It's crazy.
How about this QR code? You want to see? See? You want to see? Your dog in the basket is a health code violation of California state law. Here you go, ma'am.
Let's see.
How about this QR code? You want to see? Call a manager right now? You want to get knocked out right now, bitch? No, I don't want to get knocked out.
Because you're being
get
rude.
out of my face.
Hey, get back.
Now.
Bobby, you know what? She's being rude. We're not doing that. You are.
You're fucking knock me out.
You are.
Just put your hands on
Dogs
it.
are not allowed. Dogs out.
All right, so that's just what happened at a Costco. Looks like that's crazy. You got your nasty ass dog in a damn buggy. I've seen it happen with my own eyes in real life, where they have they nasty ass. I don't give a damn how much you bathe this dog. I don't give a damn if this dog is not an outside dog. This dog walks on its bare feet, it sniffs its own ass, and it licks its own nut or vagina. All kind of nasty stuff with its mouth. And you put this hairy dog that and the hair carries bacteria, all kinds of things, and place it in the buggy. It's bad enough. It's already bacteria and nasty things floating around that we got to worry about already. And then you add to it by adding this dog who sniffs his own feces in the basket. You can do what you want to do at home and have your dog and cats all jumping up on the counter while you cooking and stirring the pot up and giving your dog a taste while you cooking. You can do that shit all you want. But with other people, some people like to separate their animals from especially their food. You see what I'm saying? And a lot of people like to separate their animals from their house. A lot of people don't domesticate animals. I'm one of those people. I was forced to have a dog on the inside because my fiance. You know what I'm saying? Now then, I don't like having no dogs on the inside. No cats, no none of that. You know what I'm saying? I ain't grow up like that, but she did. So we compromise. You feel me? However, she ain't with all that nasty shit. She ain't with all that licking the dog in the mouth, letting the dog lick in the mouth. And anyway, some people just nasty like that. Here's another video of a service animal, service dog, being brought into a store, and this happened. Check this out.
Stop bringing your pets into the grocery store and claiming they're service dogs when they are clearly not. Somebody in Colorado just this weekend decided to bring their dog into what looks like a Walmart, and their dog somehow climbed up behind the counter in the vegetables, and this is very clearly not a service dog because no real service dog would do this. But look at this. Now the dog is walking on all these vegetables, and she's trying to say that it's just her service dog. I'm sure you've seen it before. Somebody brings their dog into the grocery store, and when the sign out front says service dog,
this shit is crazy.
Only, they know that nobody will actually ask them if that's a real service dog, or they put a fake service dog vest on that clearly not a service dog dog. Because no service dog would be climbing up into the vegetables like this for no reason when this woman right here cannot even get control of it. That's not what a service dog does. And this person here makes a great point. They said that they train and work with service dogs, and there's only 4 reasons that this dog would do what it did. 1, the animal is very sick or overheated. The woman's fault, if true. Number 2, the animal is not a valid service dog. That's what I think it is. Number 3, the dog broke training and needed retraining. Very rare. Or 4, the dog is being abused. Please stop bringing your pets into the grocery store and claiming they're service dogs.
Somebody gonna be mad at me. Somebody gonna be mad at me. I just thought about something. Me and my fiance, our very first disagreement, our very first argument, man, was over domesticating dogs. I just sat here and thought about this. I'm gonna laugh with her ass tomorrow about this shit. This was like in our early stages. And we were just talking, trying to get to know each other. I want to say we may have been 2 months, 3 months in. You see what I'm saying? We hadn't had no argument, no disagreement. Of course, you don't in the cupcake, in the honeymoon stages. You know what I'm saying? You want to be, you trying to get that know the person, and you want to like them, and you want them to like you. But anyway, so we talking, and she asked me about dogs and how I feel about dogs. I told her how I feel about them. Shit, I like dogs. She asked me if I would want to have a dog. Yeah, I wouldn't mind having a dog. You know, I wouldn't want to have a dog in the house, though. You know, I'm one of those people that like to have a dog on the outside. I've never really, I didn't grow up with dogs on the inside. Everybody that I know in my family that had a dog, they pretty much had outside dogs. So I've never grew up in the household with dogs, and I'm just, you know, giving my experience. Some kind of way she took that offensive. Oh, why I say that? I don't know how it went from that. But some kind of way she got offended that I did not like dogs in the house. And I was like, I was just telling you, I didn't say I would never have a dog in the house. If you know, if shit pop off and we get serious and we move in together and end up having a dog, I might, you know, we could talk when they come. But as of now, I'm one of them people that don't like dogs. You know what I'm saying? I mean, not that don't like dogs in the house. You can always change a nigga mind about some shit. Anyway, that was just one. Yo, I should have known. I should have known right then. Her ass was crazy. Anyway, man. It's a lot of mentally ill people in this world when it comes to these service damn dogs. It's a lot of mental people just goofy out here, man. And speaking of mentally ill, we got this therapist speaking on how, you know, people are mentally fragile. Let's take a listen to what she got to say. I think what she said is very profound.
I'm not exactly sure how it's happened, but I'll give you my take on it, right? We've never talked about mental health more before, yet somehow we've become weaker because instead of building emotional strength, We've built a culture that rewards emotional fragility. We've made it normal to break down over minor inconveniences. We've convinced people that if something makes them uncomfortable, it must be harmful. We've created a world where feelings aren't just acknowledged, they're treated like the absolute truth. And we know that feelings are not facts. And here's what that looks like in real life.
Hold on, let me refresh this. We're finna my laptop. It does this.
Never talked about mental health more before, yet somehow we've become weaker because instead of building emotional strength, we've built a culture that rewards emotional fragility. We've made it normal to break down over minor inconveniences. We've convinced people that if something makes them uncomfortable, it must be harmful. We've created a world where feelings aren't just acknowledged, they're treated like the absolute truth. And we know that feelings are not facts. And here's what that looks like in real life. Discomfort is mistaken for danger. If a conversation makes you uneasy, it must be toxic. If a person challenges you, they must be unsafe. If a situation feels hard, it must be harming you. Boundaries are also being used as walls. Instead of learning how to have difficult conversations, we shut people out completely. Instead of addressing issues, I'm not exactly sure, disappear and call it self-preservation or I'm protecting my peace or my mental health. Struggle is now being labeled as a crisis. We've also blurred the lines between real hardship and normal life challenges. And instead of navigating stress, we call everything overwhelming. Instead of working through difficulties, we assume that we're just burnt out. We protect feelings over growth. And instead of asking, what is this teaching me? We ask, how do I make this stop? Instead of allowing emotions to come and go, we obsess over them like they define us. We've created a mindset where people believe that emotions should be protected instead of processed. Life isn't going to tiptoe around you. The world isn't going to adjust itself to your emotional needs.
Man, she said a mouthful. I'm talking about there is so many people like that in this world today. Just mentally fragile, like, and we're breeding a lot of this with the everybody gets a trophy, a participation trophy, society with this type of shit that's going on, that culture. Everybody gets a participation trophy. It's gonna be a lot of brats and shit. A lot of grown ass adult children in the next generation with this type of rhetoric we got going on, man. A lot of people are mentally ill in today's day, and it is being incentivized. It is being incentivized. Just like the people we seen bring in these service animals. If you challenge them on that, then your ass may get in trouble. Just like the Planet Fitness dude that we just saw. Oh yeah, let me look that up. Now, I think that Planet Fitness dude was just flat out wrong. Like I said, I'm sick of motherfuckers bringing in dogs in places where food is. I don't give a damn. A gym, okay. Who gives a damn about a dog being in a gym? As long as this dog is not being irate and what I'm saying, barking and doing all this. Who gives a damn about a dog being in a gym? I give a damn about that, man. But I do give a damn about my dog, this dog being around my food or potentially being around my food. If I'm pushing a buggy, I didn't know this damn dog was in. I care about shit like that. You know what I'm saying? But a damn dog at the gym, man, get the hell on. Okay, so no formal lawsuit has been filed against Planet Fitness over that specific incident that we just viewed. All right. I just did a quick look up on that. Speaking of dogs, animals, pets, check this out, right? I thought this was quite funny, man. Listen. So a couple shares a video of a lost dog wandering in their yard. The owner of the dog goes off, upset that they didn't catch and hold the dog as if it was their responsibility. But check this out. Hit that like button.
Take your dog. I am too.
So they come over to retrieve the dog.
This is our fucking dog.
What is she talking about? This is our fucking dog. What? Hold on. Hold on, man. We got to bring her back from the jump.
Take your dog. I am too. This is our fucking dog.
So she going off already.
Give us our dog, or you're going to get.
Give us our dog.
Hello?
Hello, we're here to pick up our dog.
You can check our backyard. He was back there. He's been getting in our pool for the water. So if you want to go around back and look for him, he just ran from back there. If not, check West Crozier. He's been up and down the side street right there.
Why would you let our dog go?
What do you mean? I didn't keep your dog, bitch. I got kids. You should have kept your dog. You should have kept your own dog. Don't be mad at me.
Yeah, but we don't have your dog. What are you saying? Oh my God. Hold on, let me go through my phone.
You should have kept your own dog. It's skinny as garbage. So you wasn't feeding it anyway. I don't got a bitch. Why would I keep your dog? Call him. You fuck up, bitch. Yeah. Nobody gives a fuck.
Bro, we don't have no dog.
Why would we keep your dog?
Around here.
They over here yelling at us because we didn't keep their dog. Why would I keep your dog and I got kids?
What up, Don Chini?
I got kids, you feel me? So why would I keep your dog? Yeah, but exactly, his tail is tough. Why would I bring a dog into my house and I got kids? And a cat. Your dog's been on my porch for a week. You ain't even looking for the nigga. He be in my pool.
Did she just call the dog a nigga, man? Oh.
He been drinking out of my pool, and then he be in the back there. Yeah, you can.
Go ahead.
Even later, y'all come back later.
They just came on some disrespect. That was just on that disrespectful shit.
Give him that little bit of mess they need.
Yeah, go ahead.
He been on my neighbor's porch up there. Hey, I'm going to the house before I beat the bitch up. I'm not playing.
Okay, we're not picking up no dog. We have a cat in the house, and I have 4 kids.
Look, this person.
Okay, I'm the one who posted it.
No, somebody
else posted it over there on West Crozier.
Look, they've been asking us.
I don't know who that is.
$50 gift card.
I don't want no $50 gift card. I don't need your money.
That's why I thought it was you.
So is she trying to say, do she think they stole it or something? Like, what the fuck?
No.
I know she's mad that they didn't keep it, but then it sounds as if she's trying to say like somebody else posted a $50 gift card.
Well, that's what I'm saying. How you gonna come over here and expect it with me? You can't come over and just expect it with me.
You do? You know cheese, right? I inbox you when I see the dog again. All right.
Can I see the post you just posted?
No, bitch, go.
We didn't just post.
We not showing them shit. Bye. You wanted to be rude? Goodbye.
Right.
Fuck you and your dog, bitch.
Bro.
Hey, fuck that nigga. He just ran from you. So what? Go in the house.
Bitch ass.
So he wanted to talk shit while he was walking off, the white guy. That's crazy. They had the right ones that day. How could you expect somebody to hold your dog? First of all, bitch, you don't know if I have any allergies. You don't know if I have a phobia of this damn dog. Bitch, I'm not obligated to hold your dog for you. What kind of mess she smoking? This funny. This wild, man.
I am too.
I had to bring it
This
back.
is our fucking dog.
She mad. This is our fucking dog. So she going off as if somebody done stole her dog. That's what I'm thinking. She thinking that these black people don't want to give up her dog because somebody posted something about a $50 gift card for the return. I don't know, something about a $50 gift card. But what's her beef? What's the logic? Give us our dog or you're going to go to jail.
Hello, we're here to pick up our dog.
You can check our backyard. He was back there. He's been getting in our pool for the water. So if you want to go around back and look for him, he just ran from back there. If not, check West Crozier. He's been up and down the side street right there.
Why would you let our dog go?
Bitch, why would you let your dog go? Why your dog ain't on a leash? Your dog like to run away and shit. Why your dog ain't put up? Maybe your dog got a hold of some of that meth and can't sit still.
What do you mean? I didn't keep your dog, bitch. I got kids. You should have kept your dog. You should have kept your own dog. Don't be mad at me.
Yeah, but we don't have your dog.
See, he's saying we don't have your dog. She thinking that these folks don't want to come up off of their dog.
What are you saying? Oh my God!
You should have kept your own dog. It's
what did he say?
Garbage. So you wasn't.
He said, "Go get my son."
Feeding it anyway. I don't give a bitch. Why would I keep your dog? Call him. You fuck up, bitch. Yeah. Nobody gives a fuck.
Bro, we don't have your dog.
Why would we keep your dog?
Around here.
They over here yelling at us because we didn't keep their dog. Why would I keep your dog and I got kids?
What up, Dolcini?
I got kids, you feel me? So why would I keep your dog? Yeah, but exactly his
I wonder if dude took out running because dude had a gun or if he took out running because he was scared of old boy. You know what I'm saying?
Why would I bring a dog into my house and I got kids and a cat?
Why would you bring a dog in your house anyway that you don't know? Majority of it's only white people that do type of shit like that. You know what I'm saying? It's some black people that do it. I know some country black folk that do it. Most black people don't do that. You know what I'm saying? Not into their house. If they gonna pick up a dog, a stray dog, or animal, or something like that, they gonna probably clean this dog up, get it some shots at the vet or something like that. White people would do that too. I ain't saying they don't go that far, but just to immediately see a dog in the street and bring it in the house, especially if the dog look mangy. I don't know if this dog look mangy. Looking at her, judging off of her and him, the white woman and the white man, they look mangy themselves. I can only imagine their dog looking scraggly and all that type of shit, unclean. If the dog look clean, most likely, you know what I'm saying, then I could see somebody wanting to bring it in. Oh, look well kept, you know what I'm saying? Its coat got a nice shine to it, shimmering sheen and shit. Yeah, this is a well kept dog. I wouldn't mind bringing this in and keeping it, you know, until the owner finds it. But ain't nobody bringing in no mangy ass dog, even if the dog is well kept. Some people just don't give a damn.
For a week. You ain't even looking for the nigga. He be in my pool. He been
That's what took me out.
And then he be in the back there. Yeah, you can.
Go ahead.
Even later,
But
y'all come back later.
they just came on some disrespect. They was just on that disrespectful shit.
Give them that little bit of meth they need.
Yeah, go ahead.
Shit.
What that nigga say? That nigga started speaking gibberish. They're just on this disrespectful shit.
There. Hey, I'm going in the house before I beat a bitch up. I'm not playing.
She went in the house and she heard that bitch walking up. Look at her coming out here with this long ass dress and them shoes on. This bitch look. If trailer trash was a person.
Okay, we're not picking up no dog. We have a cat in this house, and I have 4 kids.
Look, this person.
Okay, I'm the one who posted it.
No, somebody else
Posted it over there on West Closure.
Look, they've been asking us.
I don't know who that is.
$50 gift card.
I don't want no $50 gift card. I don't need your money.
Oh, so somebody found the dog and they asking for a $50 gift card for his return. And she, okay.
I thought it was you.
No, but look, that's what I'm saying. How you gonna come over here and expect?
So what she was saying was the people that she thought was the offer requesting the $50 gift card was them when she upon walking up. That's why she said, "Give us our dog, or you're gonna go to jail." That's why she came up with that attitude. That's why she came with that attitude. I'm weak.
Expect it with me. You can't come over and just expect
You
it
got
with me.
Facebook? You do? You know please, right? I inbox you when I see the dog again. All right.
Can I see the post you just posted?
We didn't just post no.
We not showing them shit. Bye. You wanted to be rude? Goodbye. Bitch.
Bro.
Hey, fuck that nigga. He just ran from you. So what? Go in the house.
Bitch ass.
All right, man. Hey, that's funny. That's funny right there, man. That's hilarious. That like button, y'all. All right, man. For our final story of tonight, man, let's get into this YSL Young Thug, man. He performed in front of Fulton County, right? Inviting or encouraging rather the city to stop the violence. Young Thug has been making his rounds on the internet ever since his release. Let's get to it. Check him out. I would like to play this, but I don't want any copyright strikes. Yo, it look like it's lit. That look like it's lit. I ain't gonna even care. Oh, it is. It's a bunch of fornicators out there. Okay. Yeah, that's a jam right there, man. Young Thug got a few hits out there, man. It's a lot of people out there. Jeffrey been making his rounds on the line, boy. And name is front of no mercy. So that's what happened. I believe, I don't know when was that. Was that today? It may have been earlier today. So he did that to encourage the city to stop The violence. And speaking of stop the violence, him and YFN and Lucci have squashed their beef. So him and YFN and Lucci have been beefing for quite some time. I believe some shots have been fired from one party to the next. I don't know if some bodies undropped, some blood done been shed. I don't know. I hadn't followed too much, but I have heard some stories. I don't remember what I heard, and I haven't done too much research on it. But I do know that they done squashed their beef. Let's see what's going on. Hold up. I'm not gonna play that whole video. That's a long ass video. Okay, I'm not gonna play it because I don't want no copyright. Some of these videos, like some of these platforms, like the Breakfast Club, maybe Vlad, you can't use their clips because of copyright strikes, and I'm trying to avoid that. So let me just go to this article right here from iHeart. So Young Thug and YFN Lucci squash beef after appearing on each other's album. According to iHeart, let's get into it. Young Thug and YFN Lucci have officially squashed their years-long beef, and they celebrated by appearing on each other's album on Friday, September 26th. Young Thug and YFN Lucci shared their first new albums since being released from jail. Thugger released his anticipated album. I don't even know what that is. UYSCUTI. What the hell is that? I don't know what that means. And Lucci delivered his second studio album, Already Legend. The two artists collaborated on 2 songs for their respective projects. Lucci appeared on Thug's What Up Jesus, and Thug hopped on Still Waiting. They previously teased their collaborations on social media last week after they both pushed their albums back. And here go Young Thug still doing them duck lips like he did when he first came out with his extra fruity ass. Young Thug and YFN Lucci's beef runs deep. Their issues began back in 2015 after Lucci's manager, Donovan Nut Thomas Jr., was allegedly shot and killed by YSL members. Of course, okay, yeah. A few years later, Lucci dissed Thug for claiming he's the new Tupac on his album Beautiful Thugger Girls. Pac would have never worn a dress, Lucci wrote on X at the time. Both rappers continued to go back and forth online, but things between them escalated, especially after YFN and Lucci's car was shot up in 2019. Lucci was not in the vehicle at the time, but police believed he was the intended target. Both artists were eventually sent to jail for different reasons. In 2021, YFN and Lucci pleaded guilty to gang-related charges from a 2020 drive-by shooting. Young Thug was arrested a year later in connection with the state of Georgia's RICO case against YSL, in which Thomas's death was a key element of the massive indictment. Both artists were released from jail within months of one another, which led them both to reassess their issues. First off, we've been through a lot, YFN and Lucci explained during a recent radio interview. Everybody lost people. We lost people. Most important shit, we lost our time. We had to be away from our family, so coming home is like, damn, what the hell can a nigga do to bro? We're gonna keep this shit. We're gonna keep doing this shit and end up back in jail, or one of our homies dead, or one of us dead, or we're gonna fix this shit and make this shit look good for the A, which is Atlanta. Fuck it, let's do one. He continued. Fuck it, let's do one. I guess he's alluding to doing a track. Some people are going to be mad, some people are going to be happy, but who cares? We got to deal with the outcome of this shit. And I feel like it's a chess move because people, like he said, are going to be mad and some people are going to be happy. Either way, it's going to stir controversy and it's going to feed into the algorithm of y'all making more money. It's going to keep y'all relevant. You know what I'm saying? So shit, why not? It's chess out here, not checkers. Mm-hmm. Chess, not checkers. Oh, so what a beautiful love story that is. You feel me? I'm glad that them boys can hash it out, kiss and make up. You know what I'm saying? Ain't that beautiful? That's beautiful, man. But now, in all seriousness, that is a good thing for the culture, for them to, squash their beef. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, because like you said, I mean, it's gonna keep going on, and somebody gonna end up dead or in jail again. It's gonna be a repeating rotation of things. So they didn't have to jump on the song. Them squashing it is major, but them jumping on the song is even more major because, well, I ain't gonna say it's even more major. It's major that they squash the beef, but it's going to make them squashing the beef more major with them doing the song because it's going to heighten it. Everybody's going to be like, damn, they on the song together. It's gonna be talked about. Yep. So that's a beautiful love story right there, man. And speaking of love stories and YSL, so there was two people from the YSL trial who actually fell in love with each other. They found love. Let's get into this right here, man. It says YSL Rico trial attorney Kayla Bumpers and defendant Shannon Jackson are expecting a baby after meeting and falling in love during the trial. Their true Atlanta love story has gained attention with Bumpers and Jackson sharing updates, including photos from a maternity photo shoot to announce their upcoming child. Yo, let me show this with y'all, man. Did y'all know this? Did y'all see this? Boy, man, Atlanta is a damn shit show, especially that YSL trial. That shit was a shit show. That shit was a shit show. Check them out, man. So I wonder, how did they actually meet? Hold on. I wonder, how did they actually meet, man? I know they met on trial, but like, how was they, how did the conversation go when they first started trying to, come on to each other? Who came on to who? Let's get into it. It says one of the attorneys involved with the lengthy YSL RICO trial and one of its defendants have announced that they are expecting their first child together. As reported by 11 Alive, criminal defense attorney Kayla Bumpers, who represented multiple people connected to the YSL RICO indictment, has announced that she's expecting a baby boy with Shannon Jackson Stillwell, one of the people who was on trial alongside the likes of Young Thug. While our roles were very different, we are thankful that our worlds collided. And collided they did. The Big Bang. The couple said upon confirming the news, Bumpers also shared a few pictures from a maternity photo shoot seen below and added true Atlanta love story, my baby almost here. She also encouraged people to check out their registry on Amazon if they want to help the couple as they welcome their first child. Ain't that something? Bumpers represented multiple clients involved in the YSL RICO trial, including Lil Woody. She also represented Diamante, Kendrick's mother, for a since dismissed drug smuggling charge. Stillwell, meanwhile, was found not guilty on all but one charge he was facing. He was found not guilty of criminal street gang activity, RICO, and murder, but was sentenced to 10 years with only 2 behind bars. He was credited for time served, though, which means he'll serve the remainder of the sentence on probation. The development comes not long after Young Thug felt compelled to respond to an apparent leaked conversation during the trial in which he appeared to name drop several people accused of crimes. They didn't play my interrogation video in court because I helped my brother rat where, he tweeted. Pee Wee Roscoe, who was named by Thug in the leaked audio, also defended Thug. Jeff Clean as Listerine, man, clean as Ivory soap. You feel me? When you go into the interrogation room, this is what you do. He said, yada, yada, yada. Okay. Yeah. Outlet. outlet. That's what's going on, man. That's what's going on. So did you see where his 14-year-old fans beat up a 69-year-old officer who asked him to swap seats? That was NBA YoungBoy, wasn't it? I believe that was NBA YoungBoy. Did you see where his 14-year-old fan? Yeah. I believe that was an NBA YoungBoy situation. Let me see. Yeah. That was at the NBA YoungBoy concert. Uh-huh. All right. Well, man, look, hey. We've been going strong for 2 hours long. I guess I'll leave y'all right there, and we're gonna pick up on another date. I got a couple of stories that I didn't get to touch, but it be like that. It be like that. So what I'm gonna do is save some of them stories for another day. Maybe I get on tomorrow. You feel me? I've been asked to go live. I've been asked to go live more often like I used to, and I think I need to. And I'm trying to fulfill those requests. It's only about 2 or 3 of y'all that fornicate with me the long way. You know what I'm saying? So yeah. For those 2 or 3 that fornicate with me the long way, I want to fulfill those requests. You know what I'm saying? So yeah. I'm gonna try my best to deliver and go live more often and give y'all more content. So yeah, that's what it is. I'm finna go and get up off of here. I got this J waiting on me. I'm finna smoke this bad boy. You know what I'm talking about? If you're just not getting on, bring it all the way back from the beginning and watch it to the end. Hit that like button, share the stream. Let me know who you is and where you from. Yup. You can also donate to the channel by super chats on YouTube, stars on Facebook. But I would much rather you send it to the Cash App because I receive 100% of the proceeds on YouTube and Facebook. They like to take a big chunk of those donations. You know what I'm saying? So either way, your blessing will be received and appreciated and returned to you tenfold. So yeah. Appreciate y'all putting up. Make sure that like button is lit. You know what I'm saying? Says if nothing else, you can chop up the stories and post them up as individual videos. Yup, that's what I normally do when I do my lives. I chop them up and post them as individual videos. So I got at least about maybe got about 10 videos from this live that I'll be posting. So y'all be seeing those being posted as well. You know, but yeah, I'm gonna try to get on it more often and be consistent like I once was. But this is the end of the road for the night. I appreciate y'all putting up. Until next time, we out.